Viewer discretion is advised. If you are watching this content in order to prepare yourself to better do cold approach, stop watching right now. Even I, as the critic and reviewer of this insanely bad cold approach footage, am affected. Watching any form of infield footage is going to leave marks on your psyche, and that will be visible the next time you go out to approach girls. Learning from bad advice is obviously bad, but watching me criticize a bad approach can still put you in a I will do it the correct way mind space and make your approaches robotic. This content should be viewed for entertainment purposes only. Go to mainframe.com if you are serious about learning.
Alright, I want to start that video by saying that I was wrong. I thought that my reviews were the best way to learn how to cold approach. Since I am the one who is posting the best receipt from cold approach and I am reviewing those guys, you might think that it is the best way, right? But it's not. Watching infield footage is the worst thing you can do to learn how to cold approach. Even if I review it, it is complete trash because you will pick up the wrong patterns. Even if you don't want to, even if you don't plan to, just by watching them. When you go out to approach girls, you will inevitably reuse that stuff that you watched. Even me, I had that experience today. I approached two low exposure girls. They were both good looking and the way I approached was different. Not as usual, I wasn't normal. It felt try hard and scripted. And after those two approaches, I told my friend, man, there is something wrong. Usually as those approaches, even if I'm in the worst state possible, I always manage to crush it, with those girls. I know those girls, I've been approaching for a long time now and I know how to handle low exposure girls. So yeah, I knew something was off. I started to behave like the guys I am reviewing. The way I spoke, the way I expected something from the interaction, I was doing the same. You guys need to understand that you should stop watching those infield footage. For years, dating coaches have been posting infield footage without even questioning whether infields are actually good or detrimental for the people who are watching them. And I can tell you that what I have experienced today at the mall was completely unusual. I never experienced this before because I never actually watched those clowns approaching girls, and doing all sorts of witty and weird stuff. And yeah, it's just subconscious, I just started picking up the wrong stuff and it ruined two of my approaches today. I was kind of mad and I even considered quitting, but then I thought, I'm on a mission, I gotta show all those guys out there that watching infield footage is not the way, that all the guys they are following for years, they have been doing the wrong stuff, and that the best way to learn is by doing, by going out, being normal, applying my advice and understanding that you don't need to do all that kind of witty stuff. You have to understand that even if I speak the truth, even if you like what I'm saying, it's better not to learn from them. It's purely for entertainment. If you want to learn how to cold approach, you have to cold approach. That's the only way to cold approach and be in the right environment. Surround yourself with the right people who have been doing this for years and who are posting the best receipts possible. That's how you will learn how to do it the right way, not by watching infield footage. It's crazy to think that some of you guys are actually watching those infields and learning from them on purpose. If it's bad for me to just review them at my level with all the receipts I have, just imagine how bad it is for you. You should never watch infield footage again after that video. That being said, I am going to keep sacrificing myself for the cause, and review those infields. I have that type of autism where when I start something and it goes well, here doing those reviews, I need to basically review all the coaches out there. That's what I'm gonna do this summer. I am going to keep constructively reviewing those approaches. And in today's video, we are going to look at the infield of a guy who goes by the name of Kristian Kasanova. Let's get started.
Do you speak English?
Is it?
Do you speak English?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you from here?
When you live in a country where English is not the first language and you don't speak the local language, so here is in Norway and he doesn't speak Norwegian. The best way to approach a girl, I would say, the best way to open is to ask whether they speak English or not, because you don't speak the local language, so you cannot open in the local language, which would be the best case scenario. Yeah, for the first time, that guy seems to be doing it right. Just approach a girl, ask her if she speaks English or not. Of course, it's like the worst case scenario because, as I said before, you want to live like a local. If you want to unlock the highest quality of girls and you are just a tourist who just speak English, it's not going to work. So if you live in a country where English is not the first language and you don't speak the local language, you want to stop being lazy and learn some basics. It's very important when you want to unlock the highest quality of girls is to actually understand the culture, understand their language, how to talk to them. It takes a while, but that's how it works. If you just speak English, you won't be able to unlock the highest quality of girls. It's impossible, you will just get the welcoming committee, like girls who are used to speak English. The only girls you will be able to get are girls that anyone can get, which is awful, right?
Yeah? Are you from here?
Yeah.
Norwegian?
Yeah.
Okay.
As always, they always have similar fits, Literally all the PUAs have those boots, skinny Zara jeans, the suit jacket. Pro is a mix between a waiter at the top and the typical PUA for his shoes and for his jeans. And they are all spam approaching in your local city center. You don't want to look like them, basically. It's like no drip right now, like zero drip. All black with those articles. That's not going to work.
Good.
Thank you.
I moved here 2 days ago
Okay, wow, from where?
from Bangkok.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was there for 6 months.
Okay.
I've been traveling the world for the past 3 years.
Why? For work or?
That's a good question. No, because I wanted to try and find the place that I like the most, So I'm here now.
Aye. So look, he approached a local girl that speaks English, who is clearly superior. Like she looks fine, okay. Like she looks good. He speaks about himself figuring it out. He doesn't know where he lives. He doesn't know where he wants to live. Yeah, he's just like sharing this openly straight away, like during the approach, Like the first thing he says is basically, I don't know where I'm going in my life. I know you're a local, you're living there for years, but I'm just like a passerby. What do you expect when you approach a local girl like that? You want to show her that you're like a local, basically. That's the first thing you want to do. Even if you don't live there, pretend you live there. And usually it makes it even more interesting because there are a lot of tourists like that guy who are approaching, passing by, and not getting anywhere with girls. And there are very few guys who actually commit somewhere long-term and stay in a foreign country. If you don't live somewhere long-term, if you are just passing by, do not talk about it so openly.
And I want to try and understand Norwegian culture better,
It's like the worst way of connecting with a girl to be like, yeah, I'm just figuring it out. I want you to help me to figure it out. It's not her role, If you try to create some empathy here, it's really bad. Like you should not like try to connect with a girl that way, by being like, yeah, I want to learn more about your culture, show me around, no, don't do that.
So like in the north of England, it's super common for people to be friendly and talk to people.
Yeah.
Here it's so different. Like I got here on the first day, I started talking to people. People looking at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
They're like, what's going on here? Like, what does this guy do we know this guy? Like,
okay, so here he's basically telling her that he's a PUA, that he's talking to everyone. Again, you don't want to bring this up during the approach. You want to make that moment magical, unique, just between you and the girl. The goal is not to do meta commentary about what you are doing here, about the fact you are talking to strangers, and just that everyone is freaking out. He tries to create like some compassion, some empathy, which shows that he's not sure about himself. He has no confidence, basically.
so I'm slowly getting used to it,
I actually have a meeting in like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's shit. Oh, what's your name though?
Yeah.
I think you're the friendliest person that I've met so far.
Friendless person. You don't want to talk about anything friendly with a girl, Usually you want to make it obvious, that you like her. You don't want to talk about being friends, or her being friendly. If you talk with a girl and she's sweet, she's like attentive and friendly, you shouldn't label it as friendly. If she's nice with you, you shouldn't tell her, oh, you're so nice. Oh, thank you so much. Just assume you're getting treated the way you should be getting treated.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I'm really happy about that. My name's Kristian.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Hi.
Shaking the hand of the girl during the approach, really bad idea. I don't know why those guys, they all shake the hands. They all try to get physical during the approach. But yeah, do not shake her hand like your business partner. You want to keep physical boundaries during the approach. No need to touch her.
Do you use WhatsApp?
I have WhatsApp.
Well, let me tell you WhatsApp then, because I would like to continue this. Because
Okay.
I'll save you my phone as friendliest Norwegian girl. Stick it in. What's your meeting about?
I'm a fashion journalist.
Fashion journalist.
So you see the way he talks, just the way he is, he's like, looks like so fucking scripted, It's like he's expecting something like to happen, all the time and always telling his little lines, And that's what you need to avoid. That's kind of vibe you need to avoid. And the problem is that if you look at infield footage, you are going to pick up that vibe. I literally picked it up, that exact vibe, Always, moving forward, okay, like I just said this and she replied that. So then I'm going to say that. No, you don't want this to happen. You want to stay innocent. I'm literally sacrificing myself for the cause right now. I might go crazy after reviewing all those coaches because the way they are approaching is not natural. They know they are recording themselves. They know they are doing it for you. It won't help. It will make them always putting on a show, and doing some kind of performance. It's not the way. It's not how an approach should be. It's not a performance. It's not a show. It's something genuine, something magical. It's a connection, that you create. You should not record infield footage if you're a dating coach. You are going to ruin your game by doing this. You're going to become a weird robot. The way he talks, the way he just like go through the motions, it's not natural. It's not how it works. It's not how relationships are built. The only acceptable way to do infield is if the guy does not know he is being recorded. Then you will see yourself acting naturally. The problem is that even if those guys, they stop doing infield footage and they just do approaches, they will still have like all the muscle memories of their past scripted approaches. They won't be able to connect properly anymore, even if they don't do infield anymore. That's why they are screwed, because without humbling themselves, without understanding layers, without removing layers, they won't be able to go back to their natural state, where they should be, basically.
Fashion journalist.
Yeah.
So you write about fashion.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
So I write in a magazine, but I actually have to run
Yeah,
right
okay,
now,
okay.
so-
Well, it was good meeting you.
Nice meeting
Thanks for
you.
being friendly.
Thank you for being friendly. So he is grateful for her to be friendly with him. Don't you think there is something wrong here? Oh, finally a girl who is friendly with me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, mighty princess. Just assume everyone should be friendly with you, and if they are not, it's fine, it's okay. But to not show that, oh, you're the only one who accepted to talk to me today, it's a very bad way to set the right frame.
Excuse me. Hi. Do you speak English?
Yes, I do.
Amazing. I've noticed that Norwegians very, very good English. Very good English.
Yeah, I've actually been to an exchange in the US, so
Oh, you went to exchange. You look amazing.
thank you so
You
much.
look really good. And I arrived here yesterday, so I'm kind of trying to work out the city. I've noticed that Norwegians are quite antisocial. That's what I've noticed, because I come from the north of England.
Okay, yeah.
In the north of England, everybody talks to everybody, so it's so normal.
Yeah,
And then
that's
when I arrived yesterday, people were looking at me like, is this guy a psychopath? Like, why is he talking to us? What's going on? And then, yeah, I quickly learned it's like, you're just different, Like, it's more closed
That's
culture. You people use Facebook Messenger.
He's doing what we can call the arrivist opener. Okay, so I just arrived. I don't know where I am. People here are not nice with me. They think I am a psychopath because I approach people in the streets. You just basically show them that you are just passing by, that you are just arriving, that you have no idea what you are doing. He's seeking for compassion, He's seeking for empathy from the girl, okay? To activate her caring mode in a way. That's what he wants to do, but that's not how you activate the caring modes of girls. It's so needy if you think about it, When you are playing long term, when you game long term, his little arrivist card, he can only pull it for a few weeks. But if you stay long term somewhere, like you should be doing if you want to cold approach the right way and unlock the highest quality of girls, like the girls I am showing in my receipts, you will not be able to do the little arrivist card anymore. That's why opening in a normal, neutral way and being able to vibe with the girl, not by saying stuff, but by being, is so important. You don't need situational stuff. What he's doing in a way is a situational opener, right? Because he just arrived, so he wants to talk with people, he wants to get to know people. At best, she will just have pity for you, because you're just arriving. You look lost, like a lost dog. Yeah, it's like the worst frame possible. If you want to cold approach the right way, you should be able to approach without any situational opener. Just by getting to know her, showing that you are not a nobody, getting her contact, that's how the approach works. You don't have to do anything else, you don't have to try to make it situational, oh yeah, I just arrived, so no.
I'm like,
usually I use Snapchat actually.
oh, you're one of the Snapchat girls. Interesting.
Yeah.
There's like a divide. Some
don't know,
some
because-
people are like, hey, we use Facebook Messenger. Other people are like, nah, it's all Snapchat.
Yeah, I think many like, especially younger people, they use Snapchat a lot. But for work and stuff, we use Messenger, so
I see. So by the end of this, I'll take your email, and we can communicate via Gmail. So that would be a happy middle ground.
Typical gesture maxing. You don't need to make jokes or gesture max during an approach.
And what do you study?
business administration.
Business administration. Business administration. So you're going to work for some like Fortune 500 company, take over the world, partner with Elon Musk and get everybody chipped.
We'll see. I don't know.
Holy sh... What the fuck? Straight away, he gets into conspiracy theories, you know, with a girl he doesn't know. Like, bro, he's literally talking to her about shipping people, you know, with Elon Musk. She's like, yeah, we will see. Like, just the way she reacts, you can see it. Like, it's so autistic to do that. Like, stop being so autistic. Keep your autism for yourself during the approach. Do a normal approach. Start connecting with the girl. And then when you are dating her, you can start letting your autism sleep a little bit. Talk about, like, shipping people's brain with Elon Musk. You can do that kind of autistic stuff later. You don't have to do this during the approach, okay? Do not show that you are a full-blown autist during the approach. Keep your autism for yourself. He really looks like an autist, you know? Like, he looks so autistic, man. The classical PUA stance, the cowboy stance, you know? If we are wearing the right drip, you know, his stance will be much better, even if he has the same stance. But the fact that he wears those boots, the skinny jeans, you know, the little jackets, all black, you know, the usual PUA, he will look like a PUA. You gotta improve your drip. You gotta get drip, man. You gotta understand how to get the drip. It's the most important thing when you want to call approach the right way in 2025 is to be dripped. Get into designer clothes. If you expect me to give you all the brands, you know, one by one, like this. It's not going to work like that, man. You gotta figure out by yourself. You gotta understand, you know, like little by little. If I give you all the best brands straight away, it's too easy, okay? It's too easy. Stop asking me for the brands in the comments. Just look and enjoy the process, okay? Stop trying to rush things. Most of you guys, you are trying to rush things way too much. You want everything straight away. It doesn't work like that. It's a build-up. It's a process, okay? So chill. Just chill, you know. Enjoy the process. You know, one brand, you know, go there, try to find like some articles that suits you, because not everything will suit you. Like, you need to understand what to wear and everything. Get interested over time instead of trying to get everything straight away. That's how it works, you know, for anything in life. If you want to really understand something at the cellular level, you gotta take it step by step. You cannot get everything at once. So that's why I'm not giving you all the names of the brands, because that will just spoil everything, all the process. Just enjoy it, you know, just keep watching, keep learning, enjoy the process.
But I don't know what I want to like work with yet, so kind of have to figure that out.
All right, well, you got time though, right?
Yeah, I do.
But you sound ambitious.
I would say so, maybe. We'll see. I'm not like, I don't.
Just talking about ambition with a girl like that on the streets, you know, you just met. Don't you think it's wrong? Like, don't you think it's weird? Like, why? Who do you think you are, man? Like, who do you think you are talking about the ambitions of a girl you just met? Come on, bro. It's just an approach, you know. You should be already out with your Instagram and moving on, you know, and then just approaching other girls instead of just focusing on one like that and then trying to talk about her ambitions during the
I don't
approach.
have a lot of experience in the work field, so I don't know what type of job I like.
Okay.
Right now I like work, so it's
Yeah.
quite different.
So it's experience though.
Yeah, that's right. So.
Like I'm 28 now, and before I found what I wanted to do, I was working so many shit jobs. Like
yeah,
I was.
I mean, you gotta go through it.
You have to go through
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
I was cleaning toilets in a zoo, you know.
That's.
I was cleaning toilet in a zoo. It's like, it's the worst. It's like, it's the worst thing to say during an approach. The approach is like the first impression you give to the girl, and you're gonna talk about like cleaning the toilet of a zoo, man.
I wouldn't say that's the best job, but.
It was pretty bad. It was lemurs as well. You know lemurs.
Oh yeah.
Just like they look a little bit like monkeys.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're so annoying. They're so annoying to clean up after. They're worse than children.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say to you? What's your name?
You know, I was thinking like, okay, like it was toilets for for humans, you know, in the zoo, right? For the visitors. But no, it was like toilet for animals. Like what the fuck, you know? Like, I don't think I can keep going, you know. Like it's already too much for me. Like 5 minutes, it's already too fucking much. I think we have enough because you see, when I coach someone, when I teach someone how to cold approach the right way, and I see him doing one mistake, two mistakes, three mistakes during one approach, I stop at the third mistake. I don't go further because I know that I'm going to review him. And just by applying my advice for those first three mistakes and doing something different next time, he will have completely different problems. And again, we were talking about enjoying the process. If you try to fix everything at once, it won't work. With cold approach, you have to take things step by step, one by one. I literally see some guys sometimes taking notes. And when I see someone taking notes, I'm like, bro, drop your pen. Stop making it weird like that, you know? Those are layers. Typically, you know, when you act, oh, I have to take my little notes, you know, to know everything. You shouldn't act like that. It's not natural. If you want to act the natural way, you just listen to me, you understand with your brain what I'm saying, and you take problems step by step. And I will be with you as long as I can to help you take those problems step by step. That's how I teach, you know, and not only I have the best receipts, but I also have the best student receipts. Not as good as I'm getting, of course, but similar receipts. Anyway, never talk about the fact you were working in the toilet of a zoo during the approach. You don't need to bring that up, okay? You want to show her that you are someone, not that you are like some kind of like poo cleaner, you know? Even if it was in the past, like it's awful to bring it up during the approach.
You're super friendly though.
Yeah.
Really friendly. I honestly wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this to go that well.
No.
Oh no, I was like, well, I saw you and I thought, well, she looks really good. And I was like, well, I will regret not going over. So worst case scenario, she just ignores me.
Doing meta commentaries during the approach. He's literally telling her what is going on, what he thought could go on. Like he's literally like displaying his autism in front of her, you know. Look at me, I am an autist. While going to approach you, I was thinking that you could reject me if I didn't come to say hello, but you're actually very friendly. So I'm grateful you are friendly. It's hell, man. It's hell. It's not what cold approach is about. You shouldn't do meta commentary. You are ruining the vibe. You are destroying the magic of the approach.
I've not been there. I've not been there.
Have you?
Wait, is this you inviting me out to the restaurant by the sea? I'm so grateful. We can have a bag of chips on the way, and we can I'll fend off the seagulls for you.
I do have like an appointment right now, so I cannot right now.
No, right now, of course not. Of course, that would be far too much to ask right now. I mean, you know, we're still in the getting to know you phase. I'm still happy you stopped, to be honest.
Never talk about a potential date during the approach. It's just an approach. You just want to get to know her. He himself started to say like, oh, you know, I don't want to do a date right now. I'm in the getting to know phase right now, you know, with you. So you do not talk about a potential date with a stranger you just met. You don't know her. You want to get to know her. The best way to get to know her is not during the approach. It's during the tasting phase. After that, you want to talk during the tasting phase. The approach is just the first impression you give to the girl. And it can last 2 minutes and be good enough for her to idealize you already. And for her to have a much better image than you could ever have created by doing all the bullshit he is doing. You can literally game her without doing all that try-hard stuff. I know it sounds crazy for all of you guys who like to watch infield footage and behave like robots, but yeah, you can actually game her in a way that is time efficient and that will give you much more results. And then after that, he started to talk again about the fact that he's a digital nomad, you know, he can work from anywhere, but he doesn't know where to settle. So maybe he wants to settle there, but he's not sure, you know, like, bro, keep that type of I am figuring it out talk for your friends, not for the strangers you meet on the streets. You just met her. So why would you talk to her about your struggle? You are a man. You don't want to show her your struggles, especially not during the approach when you just met her. So you should show her that just you are crushing it and you know exactly where you are, where you want to be. That's how it works. You should have that confidence, you know. If you just act like that, not good.
Lots of different food, try all different foods, and then you can say,
Yeah.
my favorite food is chicken. But until you've sampled beef and eggnog,
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
know, right? Anyway.
You know, he's like super autistic because he's like, yeah, I need to try all the places in the world to find the one that fits me. But you cannot know if a place fits you if you just spend like a few weeks there. It took me more than a year to feel good where I am and to understand really like the dynamic. And most of you guys are just focused on like the instant gratification that you get from the places you go. If you want to really feel good somewhere, you have to stay long term somewhere. And you will realize at some point that it doesn't really matter where you are. If you apply a specific framework, you can literally get the best out of any location. You just have to stay long-term somewhere. Just take a 1-year lease and stick to that place. Because if you just like pass by, and try to feel some stuff by just staying a few weeks there and a few weeks there, you are missing out on a deeper experience that you will only be able to get if you stay somewhere long-term.
I don't think so.
Oh, Kristian.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, handshake as well. Oh, it's getting serious.
You can see he has his little framework already, saying to the girls that they are friendly, talking about the fact he's just passing by, shaking the hands of the girls at the end of the interaction, telling his name at the end of the interaction, which is weird. Usually I do it early in the approach. I don't do it at the end like that. It's a bit like, oh, by the way, what's your name? Even though you had like a deep convo with her, talking about the zoo toilet, and stuff like that. He even spoke about a potential date without knowing her name. It's like he's doing everything in the wrong order.
Handshake as well. Whoa.
polite.
Fucking hell. So we got email. I'll get your email on the second date. So we're gonna go walk in to the restaurant with a bag of chips, fending off seagulls, and then you're gonna take me to the best restaurant in Oslo, yeah?
If he was just normal, he would get her very easily. But even her, she's feeling pressed by him right now. Being so try-hard, trying to create like private joke with a girl you just met. It's not how it works, bro. It's not how you build relationships.
I arrived here yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm staying here for, I don't know, maybe forever.
oh.
Maybe, I don't know. But I went to some bars yesterday, and Norwegian people told me that Norwegian people are quite antisocial.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know if
He's using always the same narrative. Now I understand, he has the same approach pattern, which is situational. He should understand that if he wants to cold approach the right way, you should be able to approach without any situational stuff, just by doing small talk.
Yeah, I'm here. I actually flew from Hamburg.
Oh.
So I'm traveling, I've been traveling to different cities for the past 3 years.
Really?
I'm trying to find my place,
I'm struggling, I don't know where to live. I don't know where to go. I'm trying to find my place in this world,
So what do you do here?
I'm just doing some job interviews here today. I'm going to move here, so I'm just looking for a job today.
Oh, you're looking for a job today?
Yeah, like I have some interviews. I just came from one.
Oh yeah? How was it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it went well.
Mm.
I didn't get too many questions, but more conversation, so I guess that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I want to work there either.
Asking her about her job interview or whatever it was. Again, you don't know her, why would you care about that? If you don't care about something, do not ask, He just met a girl, he doesn't know. He gives zero fuck about her interview, and he's still asking like, how did it went? You don't know her. So first you want to focus on getting to know her, And here is clearly like going too deep with her, like talking about her interview. Like, who cares, man? Like you don't know her at all. Like,
It was
No.
like 80%, but like very hectic place to work.
I know it's awkward, because she's like talking about it, but he's a stranger, so it doesn't feel natural.
Forget about the job interview. I'll give you a job. I need somebody to handle like my admin. Like the sending emails, responding to people,
Oh.
that sort of thing.
Okay.
So maybe we can arrange an interview, and then
Okay.
we can see if you would be a viable candidate for the position.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are you working with?
Well, hang on. What skills do you have? Are you a good communicator?
Why do you cold approach for, man? Like, why do you do cold approach for, If you really are attracted by a girl, you do not offer her a job on spot like that.
Yeah.
I would say I'm a very good.
You got 3 languages, haven't you?
Yes.
So that makes
Yes.
it good.
I'm very social.
You're social.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is proof. This is good.
I'm
Proof.
very independent and
What do you mean by that?
Well, I would say that
Used to working alone or staying alone.
I'm consistent with my own work. I'm staying on my own, like this kind of independence.
I understand.
If you are attracted by a girl and she's actually attractive, like a top tier girl, you know, like she's actually like, she has like superior features, that job interview thing, like it won't happen, man. As we saw, like the quality of the girls he's opening is not that good. And of course, they're going to be responsive if he offers them a job, you know. But when you go for the highest quality of girls, you cannot have that kind of talk during the approach. It's totally unrealistic. And even if you can, you shouldn't have that kind of talk during the approach because you make it professional, you know. As a designer and a programmer who loves teaching, I had very bad experiences acting like the teacher with girls who were hot, you know. I met several girls who wanted to learn web design and I am really like good at that, you know, so I try like to have like that teacher frame with them, and it actually worked with one of my girlfriends. But honestly, if I had to redo it, I would probably like not even act like a teacher anymore, because it's not what you want to do with a girl. You just want to spend time with her, you know, you want to connect emotionally with her. And if you just use the work as a way to talk to her, as a way to connect with her, you are going to connect professionally with her. Of course, you can talk about it. You can show your work, you know, you can show that you are knowledgeable about it. It's good for your status, right? It's good like to show her that you are not a nobody and that you actually have skills. But yeah, like the teacher frame, the professional frame like that, you don't want to do it. You want to avoid it. It's better to just spend time with a girl without adding any professional stuff to it.
I was honestly expecting you to be Norwegian,
Oh.
me come over and be like, hey, oh, you look amazing, and you just be like, and then just walk away.
Oh.
So I was like, well, you know, you might be friendly, and you are friendly. You are friendly. You are friendly. Okay.
Stop saying to a girl that she's friendly. It's like the worst thing you want to say. You are just trying to act like a friend during the approach and then switch to a connection. But bro, like it's not how it works. It's not how it works. You just get to know her, you know, without describing her, you know, without telling her that she's friendly.
Okay, I'll message you. Send me over the spelling.
Okay,
Send me the spelling.
Okay. I will.
Okay, and you're secretly French. So I'm gonna save you on my phone.
He's autistic as fuck, man. I'm gonna save. You know, that kind of stuff, it's actually fine. It's actually fine to be a bit autistic. But with the character he's playing, it looks awful, you know. If he was just himself, if he was just normal, it would be okay.
Excuse me. Hi. Do you speak English?
Some English.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're really good.
Here, he is approaching a MILF. It's from one of his YouTube videos where he's actually flexing cold approaching a MILF during the day. By cold approaching the right way, you understand how relationships are made, slowly, gradually, long term. You understand that's how you get the highest quality of girls. And when you are actually getting the highest quality of girls, yeah, you completely like dismiss those MILF, you know, because they are not the highest quality of girls. That's not how it is, you know. So yeah, it just shows that guy is not getting the highest quality of girls. He shows his followers, his viewers, how to approach MILFs, which is a layer, literally. No, you don't like MILF. You just don't know about the real shit. You don't know low exposure girls, and you don't know what you are capable of. If you knew it, you wouldn't go for MILFs.
Really good.
So much.
I arrived here 2 days ago.
Oh,
So I moved here.
from where? From where?
Okay guys, I'm going to stop here because we already understand his framework. Kristian Kasanova is approaching, doing the arrivist approach where he just arrives somewhere, you know, he's always arriving somewhere, you know, showing to the girls that he does not live there, that he's still figuring it out, that maybe he wants to stay, maybe he wants to leave, you know, that he's a traveler, that he can work from anywhere. Like, he has no reason to be there, you know. You want to have reasons to be somewhere. You want to show the girl that you are actually there, you're actually living there, you actually work there, you know, you actually like are someone there in one way or another. You won't be able to get access to the highest quality of girls by doing that kind of approach. It's impossible. We saw that he has no drip. He's dressing like the typical PUA, nothing crazy here. We also saw that he goes way too deep during these approaches. he goes way too fast, you know, he does like all sorts of useless stuff that he wouldn't need if he knew how to cold approach the right way, or to just use the approach to create a good first impression and respect the process, you know, of building relationships. He's doing everything in the wrong order, you know, he's just rushing things, you know, for nothing. Talking with strangers about topics, you know, that shouldn't be brought up during the approach, that are more for a first date, for example. He likes to show the girls that they are behaving in a very friendly way with him, that everyone was treating him poorly before, kind of seeking compassion and empathy with the girls. That's not how you activate their caring mode, by putting them on a pedestal and begging for mercy. You know, that's not how it works. That guy is, completely off track, just like the other ones that we reviewed. I'm almost convinced that nobody else is approaching the right way. I'm literally looking for someone who does it like me, but I never found anyone. I never found anyone who is posting the same receipts I post and who is doing it the same way I do, you know, with a drip, a short first approach, respecting, you know, like how relationships are built and everything. I never found anyone else like that who is doing the same way I do, because it really like took me a long time to understand all of that. Even some coaches, you know, who are copying me, they cannot even do it because they didn't go through the steps, you know, to all the steps I've been through. If you didn't actually like do all the job, you won't be able to do it the way I do. So another guy who has no idea how to cold approach the right way. If you want me to review a specific coach, let me know in the comments. We are shooting 2 reviews per week. Remember, stop watching infield footage at some point. I know it's funny. I know you actually feel like you are learning, but you will have to start from scratch when you are actually taking action. Remove all the layers that you have accumulated when you start approaching the right way. Those girls, they won't spare you. The process is always the same for everyone. It's painful, and you want to start as soon as possible. If you keep postponing it, if you keep watching those videos, you are just accumulating, you know, even without being aware of it, the wrong patterns, the wrong mechanism, and it will be a problem when you start cold approaching. It will literally manifest during the approaches. You don't want this to happen.